reflect on last spring, and as we went into the fall, we really we drove the ball beautifully as a team, but with that, we didn't capitalize. Our par 5 scoring was just below the curve. It was, for the length and the way we drove the golf ball, we just were sloppy on the par 5s. And you got to be able to, especially when the strength of your team is your length and your ability to put your ball in the fairway, we've got to improve on that. As we moved into the fall season, it has been a point of emphasis, and our par 5 scoring as individuals and collectively as a group, has really significantly gone down. And that's why you've seen us go up in the polls. I mean, you have got to be able, as a college golf team, be able to score on the par 5s. Emil Cerebo just continues to just get better and better as a player. He is, in my opinion, probably one of the top 25 players in Division II golf. He had a chance to win our McDonough Cup this past fall. He went to the NCAA Regional as an individual. He really kind of burst on the scene the spring of his freshman year when we put him in the lineup to go to the conference championship and the regional, and has just really blossomed into a player. He was an average putter and has just elevated that to just to one of the better putters in the country now. And he has a chance. We have been blessed with a lot of good players. He's got a chance, I think, to play at the next level, and really is understanding how to prepare and become a good leader. As we move through our lineup, Barry Babbitt burst on the scene, Jacob Vanderfleet burst on the scene, and had fantastic falls with it for us. We're fighting an eligibility issue with Tiago, who's been a terrific player for us, and we don't know how that's going to turn out. But Tomas Gavea, Matt Chamberlain, we've got some nice players. Rafa Benoit has continued to be good. Seamus Fitzpatrick not healthy right now, but hopefully we'll get him back in the fold. But the bursting on the scene of Jacob and Barry are what have helped us springboard, right back into the top 20 in the country. Our ability to get our ball under par has, I'm stating the obvious, but we were playing a lot of good golf last year, but we just didn't put any rounds under par on the board. I talk about with our guys, we can handle the fluctuation of, putting a 78 up there every once in a while, but we've got to get some rounds under par out of the 15 scores we get to post at a golf tournament. And if you looked at our scores this fall, you're starting to see that. Our schedule, for our former players, people that follow us, it's very much the same as it's been. We'll go to Florida Southern's tournament, which is a good tournament to start our spring, be a great field. Every one of our fields that we'll play in, will be, of the 18 teams in the event, you'll have 15 ranked in the top 25 in the country. Every event we go to seems like it's got a national championship or NCAA regional feel. I think some highlights for our kids, the Southeastern Intercollegiate's a super tournament at Kinderloo Forest. It was Davis Love's first course that he ever built. They play a web.com event there. I think that course sets up well for us. And then a highlight for everybody, though, is when we go to Tuscaloosa and play in Georgia College's tournament. You get to stay in some neat homes right there on campus. The golf course is fair, but very, very penal if you make mistakes. And it's something that our players look to all year long. Obviously, as we move from there, we start playing for, what we all practice for. That's a conference championship and the NCAA, the right to go to the NCAA regional and then to advance to the national final. The regional this year is at Mission Inn, which is close by us. And, my teams through the years have had a lot of success there. So we'll point toward, getting a berth in the NCAA regional and seeing if we can't play our way to the national final.
Last spring was great, other than the end. We did everything we wanted to do in preparation and lead up to the national championship, but unfortunately we picked a bad week to have not our best week in Michigan at the national championship. And hats off to Indianapolis that they played. They did what they needed to do, to win. So, but up until that point, we won the South region, which is obviously paramount to getting into the postseason, the national championship. So we did a lot of things well, and we're even ranked number one once the season was over. So we'd like to kind of do that again, I guess, put it on replay with just a little bit better performance from top to bottom on our team, not relying so much on, Annie Dahlman to pull us through or whatever. But we had some great play from our then freshmen. Our two freshmen from last year finished in the top 10 at the national championship. So, we're looking forward to that same top 5 kind of continuing their good effort. And, Momo Sakuragi's had a fantastic fall, and we're looking forward to her final season here. 4 seniors, their final season. So we'll look for a lot of veteran leadership and a lot of what we did well last season to continue on through this season, and hopefully with a little bit or better result at the end. But we're also looking forward, I think, to our freshman Vivi Vasquez to get a little bit more on track. I think sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get settled into the routine of college life, managing your time and doing well in school, which she did very well. She's a very good student, so we're happy to see that. And now I think it's time for her golf to get on track, and we're looking forward to that as well. We'll have an opportunity, the tournaments we're excited about right out of the gate. We're playing at Florida Southern at Grasslands, and then we host the Peggy Kirk Bell Invitational. Both of those events will play everybody on our team. So everyone will get a chance to compete and see where their game is and kind of get off to a good start for the spring and play their way into the top 5 for the remainder of the season. And we're also going up to West Florida's tournament in early April. They're the host of the South Regional Championship, so it'll be nice to get a little bit of an early look at that golf course as well.